Welcome everyone, today we'll have a very special video for Honkai Star Rail. In this video, we'll go through my interview with one of our viewers who has spent over $3,000 to $4,000 into the game for Star Rail. So we have a lot of comparison and also notes over here to see how much he spent on each of the banners. Over 170,000 on the standard banner, and you can see on the event banners and also on the weapon banners. So I'll be comparing my free-to-play account and also his pay-to-win whale account. So we get a lot of different stats, we get to see his add-ons and also duplicates of characters, we get to see his weapons and also different choices, and over here you get to see more stats in terms of how much energy does he refill and what are the experience he get, and how much time does he spend playing the game, and also how far has he gotten into the game. We'll be looking at some of his artifacts and also his character status. Compared to my character, you can see a big difference. And we'll be looking into how far of the end game has he progressed and what is some of his advice into the end game. You can see that he is still using a lot of the 4-star characters, which could be very interesting. And finally, we'll look into some of the things he highlighted to me about having infinite credits, which is quite interesting about the pay-to-win part of the game. Now this video will be broken down into several parts, so if you want to read out the notes and also see the stats comparison, come over to our website and we have the links available in the description. And on the last part of the video, I also try to provide you guys with the whole interview questions and also conversation with me and Zoro, who is a player we're interviewing. So what I want to do is, I want to go through the summary first with you guys, then we talk about the interview. So coming over to our comparisons. And right away, we can see that our friend Zoro from Asian server has spent over $3,000, close to $4,000 into the game. I know that's a tremendous amount of money, right? And usually I don't recommend spending this much money. So I want to make this video for the purpose of showing you guys that you don't need to spend this much to enjoy the game. But it's also quite interesting to see the different perspective compared to free-to-play. And this is a perspective of a player who has paid a lot of money into the game. So right away we can see some of his records with the summoning records. Now he did have a very detailed records of how much he summoned and also how much he spent in each of the banners. So the first banner is the Stellar Warp, and you can see that he spent over 170,000 Stellar Jade, and he summoned a total of 1,111 times. And you can see the summoning average over here. So on average, he get 1 5-star every 61 summons. And he has gotten 18 summons so far for the 5 stars. And if we look at the summon results over here, we can see that the characters and also weapons are alternating between each other. Just like one of our previous videos, we talk about the booster rate in the standard banner. Because once you get more characters, your rate of getting a weapon increase. And once you get more weapons, the rate of getting character increase. So notice how he never got the 3 consecutive. And for me, I have gotten 2 characters so far. It is likely on my third banner, third 5-star for the standard banner, I'll get a weapon. So you can see his results over here. Quite hefty for the summons, right? Now very soon we'll talk about the reason behind it, why he spent so much summoning on the standard banner. So coming over to the next 2 summaries, you can see that he spent about 90,000 Jade on summoning for Sealai, and he has gotten all of the 7 copies of Sealai, which allows her to have the add-on 6, which is what, pay to win and well players do, right? They tend to have all the copies. And you can see that on average, he was getting a 5-star every 56 summons. And his 50-50 win rate is about 57%, which is actually pretty lucky. And finally, we can see the weapon banner summaries over here. He spent about 54,000 Stellar Jade, and he has gotten very lucky with weapons. Notice that on his first summon, he got a weapon on the limited banner weapon, and then his 50-50 rate is about 80%, which is amazing, right? So he got really lucky with the weapons. And even though he got really lucky with weapons, together with all those summons, it cost close to $4,000. So this definitely shows that, Honkai Star Rail can be a very, very interesting and also very deep game if you are willing to spend a lot of money into it. And this is why I want to make more free-to-play guides, so you guys are encouraged to not spend this much into it. Now coming over to some of our account comparisons. Currently my account is pretty much free to play. I have not spent any of my Stellar Jade, you guys can see over here, and I'm close to 24,000 Stellar Jade. And I want to keep as free to play as I can. Now I did buy one of the monthly card at the start of the game, but I have not really used the monthly card because my Stellar Jade are still there, so I haven't spent any of that. And you can see our friend here, you can see the stats. So out of the 5 stars, I have gotten 4 5 stars out of the 8 5 stars. So you can see my account over here. I'll show you guys over here. I have gotten Himiko, Welt from the standard banner and also the beginner's banner. So I started rerolling those. And later I got Yanqing on my second 5 star on the standard banner. And finally I was really lucky with Sealai on the previous summons for free to play summons. Now our friend Zoro over here, he has gotten 7 out of the 8 5 star characters that is available in the game. So he's only missing Welt. And the reason behind it is that because he was picking the 300 summons, because he summoned over, 1,000 times on the standard banner, right? So what he was trying to do on the standard banner is he actually picked Brownia over here, and later he realized he couldn't get Welt because he picked Brownia. And one of his recommendations is don't rush to use your 300 summons with the selection ticket. Wait until you're missing one character you really can't get, then select the character. Now I know this is definitely not a while for us, right? But still, and also one of the reasons he was summoning so much on the standard banner, I believe this is my assumption, right? Is that he might be summoning for Welt. Notice that he couldn't get Welt, and this is making his team come a little short on the imaginary damage. So this is one of the reasons that he spent a lot more into the game, because he was trying to get all the characters for different game mode. Now we saw earlier that he has gotten 6 copies of Sealai and many other copies of other characters. And if you guys are interested, we do have the full interview, the second interview, I'll explain why, on the last part of the video. Now for me personally, I have bought 1 5-star weapon from the Hatter store. So this is the free weapon we all have, and I bought the hunted weapon. Our friend over here, he has gotten over 20 5-star weapons, and the limited banner weapon is maxed out. So over here we can see the choices of weapons, and if we click closely, you can see the V5 over here, and that means this weapon in the night is maxed out. Now as we go through more of the comparisons, we look at some of his daily gameplay. At the moment in the game, I'm refilling 1 times every day, and this means after 1 refill, I am currently on level 45 on the Trailblazer level during the interview. So you guys can see over here, I'm very close to level 56, or 46 actually, not 56. I'm very close to level 46, and because I have been doing 1 refill a day with spending 50 of my Stellar Jade. For our friend over here, he has been refilling maximal for 8 refills a day. So you can see the experience difference we earn every day. So standardly, I got 2,650 experience plus the 300 from refilling. And on the standard part, he get 2,800 experience plus 2,400 experience from refilling. One of the reasons we have a 150 daily experience difference is because that he is on level 50. And when you're on a higher level with Equilibrium, you actually get more daily experience. So what I mean by that is, if we come over here, and if we come over to the daily experience over here, you can see that I'm currently on 290 experience per click for the rewards for the dailies. I do believe he's on 320 after level 50. So there's a little scaling for the experience, I guess, but later we'll make a video about after level 50, the experience is actually crazy. Now if you guys haven't subscribed, it is a really good time to do so, because I'll be covering tons of free Jade guides, new events, official updates, and also free to play tips and also tricks to Honkai Star Rail. And make sure you turn on the notification, guys, because some of the events and also some of the updates may be time limited and with a limited number of giveaways. Like in this particular guide, only 2,000 players can get the lucky giveaway for 3,000 Jades. So make sure you subscribe and also turn the notification on. And if you look over here, a lot of you haven't turned it on. We have over 80% people who haven't turned it on. So make sure you turn it on for the latest news and also all the freebies with Honkai Star Rail. Now over here, you guys can see that I currently have about 2 really good artifacts, or relics I should say. So here I'll show you guys my relics, and I have only gotten 1 relic to level 15 for the speed relic, and I didn't really roll correctly. Didn't get a lot of critical damage. So most of my relics are only level 12, and I think one of the okay relic I had was for the content damage, and it's even on the wrong set. So this is okay. And compared to our friend who has gotten, over 10 plus good relics, you can see that some of his relics are very powerful. And what I want to show you guys is, you can see the stats of his Sealai and also my Sealai. His Sealai is currently on level 70, while mine is still on level 60. We can see there's about 700 difference with attack, and also a massive amount of critical rate difference. So notice that his critical rate is 70% and mine is about 30%. But do keep in mind, 30% of the critical rate is coming from the weapon. And this of course leads to one of the pay to win hidden factor. So what Zoro mentioned that is that during the play of the game, he discovered that the weapon seems to be the most contributing factor for the pay to win players to become stronger. And over here you can see that we both have cleared most of the content for the game, but as for the end-game content for the Forgotten Hell, I've finally gotten to the memory mode, and well, he has just cleared the floor turn of memory mode. So this is the biggest difference between us. Now during the recording, we also noticed that we have a pretty difference in terms of credits. I actually farmed a little more credits because you might have seen our previous videos. So notice over here I have about 580,000 credits, while during the first interview he had over 2 million credits. And I was wondering how come he's got so much credits, right? Because surely he'll be farming for relics. So later on you'll see how he has unlimited credits using the pay to win method. So over here you can see the screenshot of Zoro finishing up with the floor 10 of the end game for the chaos on the memory of chaos. So he has just finished this right before the interview, and this is within 2 weeks of release again. So which is quite far ahead, right, in terms of progress for the pay-to-win account. And as we keep going, he also provided me with some recommendations for different bosses, and you can see the usage of characters. He tends to use one of the hunt characters because they're buffed during the Power of Memories. And you can see that he still uses a lot of the free-to-play or free characters like Natasha, Fire Trailblazer, and also other characters like Tingyu, and later on he started to use Pella as well. So a lot of 4 stars were used, and this shows that you don't need a full 5-star team to be working for those endgame. Now I had a question earlier about how was he able to get so much credits, right? So if we come over here, what you can see is there is an exchange function in the shop, which I was not aware at all, because I never had this much resource, right? So if we come over to the Ember store, you can see that in the Ember store there is a method to exchange your Embers for credits. I only have 700, I'm saving all of mine for next month, right? So here he was saying for pay-to-win players, they actually have so much resource over here that they can get unlimited resource in terms of credits. And he demonstrated he have close to 20,000 of those credits to be exchanged for more credits. So 20,000 of those currencies. And this is like the hidden pay-to-win factor I actually didn't, I wasn't aware of. Now, if you guys are interested, definitely come over to this article for more comparisons and also more details. So let's have a summary. So I did have 2 interviews with Zoro, simply because the first interview actually messed up the audio. I'm very thankful for him to spending the time for me to do a second interview. The first interview, he definitely shared a lot more things with me, but unfortunately I can't attach that one because I really screwed up the audio with that one. So for him, the biggest pay-to-win factor in Star Rail seems to be the 5-star weapons. And if you get more duplicates of the weapons, this makes the stats of the weapons much stronger. In comparison, he felt that getting a full constellation or full copies of E6 add-on 6 of a character is less powerful as a pay-to-win factor. It's more about the weapons. And of course, he also mentioned that after he was able to clear the Memory of Chaos with the maximum level, he realized that even though he's got all the 5-star characters or most of them in the game, he's just missing World, he still needed the 4-star characters to pass some of the stages. Characters like Pella, Natasha, Fire Trailblazer were really useful, and he used a lot of those characters in most of the team comps. So this again comes back to our conclusion for the interview. I really want to share this with you guys, is that no matter how much difference between us two, we still enjoy the game in our own ways. And yes, my stats are a little lower, and yes, I have not really, I haven't really gotten far with the Hall of Memory, so I'll show you guys over here. So the Forgotten Hell, I have just cleared floor 15 with the standard mode, but the difficult mode, notice here I just cleared 15. I'm still missing some of the stars. So notice I'm 42 out of 45. I'm still missing 3 stars. And here I haven't even passed the first one. So yes, we do have a lot of difference in terms of the end game. And he does have more leverage and also more resource than me, right? But in reality, both of us actually enjoy the game in our own ways, and there's of course no need to rush. You can see that even after spending so much and also invested so much into the game, sometimes he still misses some characters. Other times he will still be using 4-star characters. And no matter how fast he progresses, he is around level 53. Eventually I'll probably get to level 50, and he'll be likely to be level 57. So eventually we'll catch up slowly, and there's no rush in the game. I really want to make this comparison video to not encourage you guys to spend a lot of money, but rather to play the game at your own pace. And also, it's quite interesting to see how the WoW players play, right? And look at all those summons. If I had 200,000 Jade, I don't know what to do. I'd probably summon for one character and also one weapon. So much would seem best to understand and better, right? Let me know what you guys think. Now, coming over to the second part of the video. So over here, you'll see we'll play the second interview of me and also Zoro. Unfortunately, I messed up the recording on the first interview. So you can see the second interview is much shorter and we're more direct. The first interview, we took like an hour. So the second interview is much shorter. And this way you get to, understand a little bit more. And because Zoro has just cleared the Memory of Chaos floor 10, he was sharing, he'll be sharing a lot of his insights and also tips into clearing those mode. Now, before we jump over to the replay, if you guys have your free-to-play account or maybe pay-to-win account or any special account you want me to review and, you want to have an interview, want to talk about the game, let me know as well in the comments as well. So we can be sharing with our community with some interesting summons and also unique builds with different accounts from the community. And one of the best ways to contact me is also through Discord. So send me a direct message and I'll get back to you. Hey guys, we have an interview with Zoro today. Thank you so much for his time. And this is actually our second interview because I messed up the first interview with audio. Thank you for understanding.
Okay.
So yeah, we had a few questions I wanted to ask you. So I guess you can start off with showing us your account and we go from here.
Okay. 5 stars first, probably?
Yeah, of course.
Is everything I have leveled?
Yep. So we can see you just missing Wild.
Yes, very sad.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard. So you mentioned earlier that you wish you picked a Welt, right? When you picked the 300.
Save your 300 pull until you got every other 5-star.
Yeah, that's a really good advice. I think each of them are really important.
Because Bronya is not that good.
Yeah, you mentioned there's like a shortage of skill points with Bronya.
It's too many skill points. You have to plan around it. It's not as easy.
Yeah, if you can show us your duplicates, weapons, and character builds as we go.
Yeah, weapons. Let's see. So I leveled this up and used it for today to clear.
Oh, nice.
Instead of this, because last time I said this was good.
Yeah, we were comparing the basic stats, right? So this one's 418 attack. This one's 400. Not much difference actually.
It's 10 levels difference. That's why.
Yeah. You're right.
So
that's true.
I don't know if this is actually more damage, but it looks better.
True. With the engine, yes.
Damage.
So you have the max weapon for Sea Lion as well. We can see.
Yeah, max, and then R3.
Oh,
I got R2 this, so I was like, I'll just use it because it's R2.
Yeah, that's really nice. So so you notice that we can buy duplicates with Hatter Store. I think by next week we can buy the whole set for one weapon.
Yeah,
that's really interesting too.
But I don't think the only good weapon from the Herda store I think is the ship.
The shield one.
The hunt one.
Oh, the hunt one. Yeah, I got that one too.
Yeah. That's the only one that's I think good.
So so from this perspective, you have over 10 weapons, and I remember you said most of them were gotten from purchasing with the store exchange, right?
No, I only bought this one, and this one, the first one.
So you bought 3 from the store exchange.
I only bought 2.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
So there's still a limitation of how much exchange of currency you had over there back then.
It's really expensive. It's 600 like material.
Yep.
Tokens. It's really hard to get tokens.
I see. But you had plenty of the other tokens for the currency for credits.
Yeah, 20,000.
Wow. So yeah, if you can show us your duplicates with characters.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry to go through this again because you showed me last time.
The easy E6. E1. This is just worthless. E1. This actually is good today. I used him.
Oh, the freeze.
This actually did things today because I had the freeze floor 10. Because if the enemy goes twice in a row, it kills your entire team.
Oh, really? Wow. How many tries
there's 2
did
enemies.
You take?
You have to freeze one, and one of them can hit your team, and that's okay. You can like shield and heal. But if both of them hit you, you die. So I had to freeze with this. This actually was good today. This is like the best E1. I don't have it.
Nice,
And
nice.
then this
Two
is
for
good.
Tara. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. After E2, I think only E6 is worth it. Everything else is not pointless. I'll play with this. I think it's good, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's a little harder to make Himiko work, and you have most of the 4 stars to max constellation, or not constellation, duplicates, add-ons.
I'm missing this.
Oh yeah, that's right, Shushan. Looking good.
Chincha.
And any
Yeah, I have
upgrades with
everything.
your artifacts today? No, not artifact, relics.
Artifacts.
I'm missing.
I farmed this boot.
Oh, the speed is
So
nice.
the speed boots.
Yeah, I
So
really
let's
want some speed
see.
boots.
This is the same. This is the same.
Mm-hmm.
I upgraded my speed boots on my
Oh,
healer
that's gonna be really
today,
good.
and then I moved some gear around so I could clear.
Oh yeah.
I think I need speed. I have defense right now. I think I need speed
Yeah,
boots
people say it's
also.
better to go with speed.
The point is he gets to go first, so he can build meter, so that he can ulti more.
Oh.
And then always, if you have an energy recharge rope, you should always save it.
Yeah, I had one. I'm saving it. Good idea. Thank
You
you.
should always save it. I tried using energy recharge instead of attack on Yangqing before. You can ulti every 3 hits,
Okay.
but you just don't do enough damage because you run speed boots
Oh,
instead of
true,
attack
true.
boots.
Yeah,
So it's
I think for Yanqing, maybe it's just maybe we can get some substats for speed.
yeah, you would need a lot of substats, but I mean, you want 140 speed
Oh, how come 140?
at least. All the other people that I saw that cleared floor 10
Mm-hmm.
were like 140 something speed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I
Wow.
think I have like stat wise, I have a pretty strong
Yeah,
Yangqing.
yeah, for sure.
It's just minus speed. And
Mm-hmm.
then I didn't farm this yet, so
Mm-hmm.
it's still purple. I'll do this.
Yep, yep,
I
no
don't know
rush.
when I have time because I have to farm Jingra and he's coming next week.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have this. I had to swap this. I had to get this leveled up today
Oh, just for the base
because
stats, right?
she's for the 300 HP so that she could
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
live and also so her heal would work.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because when you're doing floor 9 and 10, they're like the enemy's like 20 levels ahead.
Mm-hmm.
They like one shot you if you're not careful,
Oh, yeah,
or
for
like
sure.
they'll take you to 1 HP. So like when I cleared 410 today, like all my characters got to like 50 HP. It
Wow,
was
that's
like
really close.
perfect. So then the Natasha heals more.
Oh,
Where
yeah,
is it?
yeah.
Is it here? Yeah,
That's right.
outgoing healing if the enemy if you're 30% or lower by 40%, that's super important.
Mm-hmm.
So like even though my Natasha is not that strong, like her light cone's not perfect.
Yep, yep.
She full heals my team.
Oh, yeah, that's important.
Like I don't have outgoing healing either.
Mm-hmm.
Then I didn't. And I moved her relics to Pella because
Oh,
today Pella cleared floor 10 with
Pat
me.
MVP.
The energy recharge was so good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think this is like so good. This break effect too on your support or whatever that needs the energy recharge.
So they say break effect is just for the damage, right? Or is that the additional break?
It increases the damage from the break. So like if you break with ice,
Mm-hmm.
it'll freeze them. It makes them slower.
Mm-hmm.
So it increases the slow effect, and
Mm.
it increases the damage they take from the ice when they melt.
I see, I see.
But this is just good overall because if you put this on like Tingrin,
Mm-hmm.
like the shock effect will increase. So if she breaks with the shock when she auto attacks,
Oh, yeah.
the shock the damage over time will increase. So I mean, ideally you should have speed here, but oh well.
Yeah, it's too early in the game to get to that.
And then I had to farm what's it called? Simulated Universe today. That was so boring.
Oh, yeah, I was
To
gonna make a
level
video about
this.
it. I'm actually gonna post this soon, actually.
And then I found that I didn't have it was a little too RNG for me to clear with like too little HP, so I had to level this up to get enough
Yeah,
HP to
true.
clear.
Because last time we had a look, you had it on level 0, right?
Yeah, she was level 0
She's still
yesterday. Now
pretty
she's level
squishy.
55. This light cone, pretty good. The defense down.
Mm-hmm.
So with Pella, she has like 3 defense downs. She has what is it? Oh no, that's my Eidolons. She has the ultimate defense down. Everybody knows that. She has the light cone defense down.
Yep.
And then she has this one, which is ice defense down. So she has 3 defense downs for
Oh,
ice
that
team.
really works well with Yanqing then.
Yeah, so I used it with Yingqing today.
Yeah, I actually don't
And
have it.
some of the bosses have like they increase their attack, so you can
Mhm.
remove it and get extra bonuses.
Oh, interesting.
And then this E6 didn't do anything because I didn't gear her.
I think I asked you most of the questions yesterday already. So one of the things is, how would you rank the game? Because yesterday you said you enjoyed the game.
I think it's fun. I still enjoy it. The only thing I don't like is I don't get enough stamina, but that's just how they make money.
Yeah, that's how they gated it. And if you have any complaints about the game, what would you complain about it?
I don't have that many complaints. I like it more.
That's
It's
good.
like they took all the things that people said like they should improve in Genshin and just put it in here.
What do you think
Like
about
there's
not
a lot
having
of little
PvP
things.
though? Because some people want.
I don't like PvP.
Okay, that's good. And
I
for
mean,
me, you just
yeah.
can't jump. Remember in Genshin, you can jump around.
Oh yeah, like when I first played it, I kept pressing the spacebar when I was
Same.
doing the story.
I was like, come on,
So
let
I
me
can
jump. They got lazy not
but
have it.
it's fine.
Because I think some of the puzzles you can't jump.
Yeah, I guess for some of the puzzles.
Yeah. Well, if you want, like, depends how your time goes. We can call it here, or you can show us maybe some fights, or we can have a chat.
I don't know. I mean,
We'd definitely
so
love to learn from
today
you.
the reason why I
Yep.
leveled up Pella is
Mhm.
because everything here is ice weakness.
Oh,
So it was like my team was this today.
nice.
And then Pella, I thought about how you use Pella,
hmm
and she doesn't need any skill points. If you look at my traces, I literally upgraded 2 things.
Oh, yeah.
Like I use this because this is free. I don't
Yeah,
care about this.
yeah.
But like, basically, I just attack. She because I think her energy, her ultimate is very low.
hmm
I don't know where to check. Where do I check? This? It's only 110 energy.
Yep.
It's very low energy cost.
hmm
She gets her ultimate in like 3 attacks, 3 turns.
Nice.
And then because I have so much energy recharge, sometimes it's 2 if I use her skill.
hmm
So it's like I can. The point was when you get to higher floors and you're trying to challenge these high level bosses, you need to think about how to break the enemy. Because the
Yeah.
bosses, they'll do things they'll buff themselves and then attack you and do a lot of damage.
Oh, yeah.
So if you don't break the enemy, you take too much damage and you're going to die.
True.
So that's what I was building this team around for.
Nice.
And then
nice.
everything here is weak to quantum, so it's just easy for Sela.
hmm
And then when you get to higher floors of Abyss, you have to start thinking about like who you're supposed to hit first. Like for example, when you see this guy, when this guy hits you, he slows your team. So your team never takes a turn fee. So you have to kill him. And then like for example, this guy, I think people in the early floors, I was on other discords today, they were saying how they couldn't beat some of these earlier floors because of the ice guy. Like this guy, this floor right here.
Yep.
Level 3. Like they do a lot of AoE damage and it freezes your entire team.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you need to kill him first. Otherwise he'll just kill you because he'll freeze you. You won't be able to go. You skip turns, you skip skill points, you just never do anything.
Yeah,
So
yeah. It's quite deep,
I
actually.
talked to a lot of people, or I talked to other people who cleared floor 10.
Nice.
The other strategy for floor 10 I saw that people did was with the Tingyuan instead of Pella. But I think Pella is better. It just makes more sense to use Pella.
Yeah, good. Thank you for sharing, because we can see you have lots of 5 stars, but the combination of 4 stars is actually quite interesting.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot more I want to try in this game. I still want to try like Danheng, Asta, Serval. I really want to try Serval. I love Serval's design.
If you're interested, we can make other like videos together or builds, because you're much ahead of me in game. It's hard for me to test those things out.
I don't know. We'll see.
Let's see how your time goes. Of course.
We'll see. Yeah. What else? The character is good. The only character I like the least is Bronya.
Just the how much she's hyped up, and the whole.
She was so hyped, and then when you use her, it's so hard to use her. Like Tingrin, is so much easier to use.
I see.
With Bronya, because of how you have to manage your skill points, you have to think like 3 turns ahead. In terms of you have to calculate how many skill points you can get every turn,
Wow.
and see if you like if I use my Bronya skill this turn, will I die because I can't heal or I can't taunt?
Oh, true, true.
That happened to me a lot today, where I was doing floor 10, and I was like, if I use this skill, will I die because I won't be able to taunt? Because the MC taunt skill boosts your team's damage taken, reduces your team's damage taken, right? So
Oh,
if I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
use this, I will die.
Oh, thanks for sharing. So,
So I had to think about it a lot.
wow. So yeah, if you're interested in the future, maybe we can look into making videos and guides to help people clear, all the 10 floors with your, more experienced build. And yeah, we can look into other future like videos, see how you go. And I really do
Yeah,
apologize for making you to do
that's
the
fine.
interview twice.
No, it's
Sorry about
okay.
that.
I like talking about the game, so it's fine.
That's good because I like to theorycraft about the game too, but sometimes my account is quite, free to play and basic because I'm missing out all the end game stuff. So it's very interesting listening from you. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah. And what else? When I was clearing today, none of these Eidolons mattered. Like
Oh.
this one, I don't know if it mattered or not. It maybe, probably. But like these didn't matter. This definitely didn't matter. This definitely didn't matter. Like this one, no, not really. Maybe a little, but these didn't matter. This mattered. These two mattered.
Okay. The first two, yeah, I thought the first two are really strong.
Yeah, but then like this, not really.
But I couldn't
What
trust
else?
my luck to go for more copies. I'm just happy with one.
I don't think any of these mattered. Maybe this one mattered
Mm-hmm.
for the extra defense, and maybe this one a little bit, but not very much. So like, the only thing that actually mattered today was the light cones. Because
Oh yeah.
I got the light cones,
You
my
mentioned that
characters are
light
just
comms are
stronger.
pretty pay to win, right?
Light cones are pay to win. I mean, this one is so good today, actually.
Oh, let me see if I have that data.
But what the weird thing is, you have to line up Pella
Mm-hmm.
with your DPS, because like when the enemy goes, the defense
Mm-hmm.
the defense debuff will disappear because
Oh
they
yeah.
go. It takes the turn. So you have to like only ultimate on your Pella when your Yangqing is about to like fight, or your entire team's about to hit them and they're not going to fight.
Oh.
So I mean, when I first the first like 50, 60 hours when I played this game is basically just auto battle.
Yeah, yeah, same.
But then once you get to these higher floors, of course you have to start thinking, and then
Yep, yep.
that's why it's fun.
Lovely,
Like,
lovely.
yeah,
And yeah, I think we should have everything. Thank you so much for your time, buddy.
yeah,
And like we can see you're at level 53 now. The goal is to go
yeah.
further, right? Oh, not easy.
I gotta
Damn.
farm Jingren. I gotta farm Jingren.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like, how much EXP did it go up today? I didn't even do the math.
Oh, it went up for like 400 something after you told me. I did an update. Went up 500 to
500
400.
today.
I think.
It just went up 500 today.
Oh, it went up 500. I think it's like 400 or 500 nowadays. Are you gonna you're gonna go for G-Man, right?
I'll go for just the one copy of Jingren.
Okay, okay. Maybe in the future we can look into a G-Man build as well. See how he
And
goes with the
then
higher floors.
I'm just gonna do R5 weapon, because like someone told me today that the floors aren't changing
Yeah, I
because
think it's
it
likely
resets in
to
3 days.
change.
It's I heard that it's not changing. None of this is changing.
Oh, not changing. It's just the
The
templates.
reset.
I think
No, I think nothing is changing.
really
They're just resetting rewards. That's what someone else told me.
that's interesting. Usually in Genshin it changes, but not every
I
time.
know,
Like
yeah.
like a
But
few
I mean,
patch.
like, yeah, I don't know. But like this one is so good for Sela and Jingren, because
Yeah, yeah.
Jingren's erudition, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. They actually
So
planned this one.
that's why they keep it. Yeah,
I
I think
think they
so.
planned it out.
But I don't think they expected many people to clear. So
Yeah, well done, well done. Congratulations.
like, when I
Because
was building, some
mm-hmm,
of these floors are so perfect for Jingren, like this one.
mm,
Everything is electric.
mm-hmm.
There's a lot of floors like that made me think about like other units. Like this floor was I wish I had Welt,
Oh yeah.
and then this floor was I wish I had Himiko because everything is fire.
Oh, look at the last floor. It's like just Jingwen.
And this is Jingren, like this is perfect, right?
Yep.
Um, yeah, no, I just clicked on that. And then this one was perfect for Yingqing and Sela, and also Himiko is good too, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So like, I feel like in this game, it's all about what units you have built. Like this one too, like Sila, Yangqing, Jingren, right? Like there's a lot of little
Yeah.
robots. If there's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
little robots, it's perfect for like AoE.
Nice,
And
nice.
this guy, the fat guy, spawns robots, right?
Oh yeah, I like him. I
Yeah,
kill
he
his
always
little
spawns the
robots.
exploding ones, extra damage.
Yeah.
Like Bronya, the Bronya fight is like Clara's like playground.
Mm-hmm.
Because the gunners, these guys, and this cannoneer, they're AoE damage.
Ooh.
So even if they don't target Clara, they'll hit someone next to Clara, and then she hits, and she just kills everything.
I wish I had Clara. It'll be really fun to play.
So like, yeah, that's why like I don't think in this game getting E6 characters is worth anything. I think it's a waste of
Thanks
money.
for sharing. So the weapon is more important.
The weapons are so important. Did you look up Jingyuan's Light Cone yet?
Oh, not yet, not yet.
Okay, yeah, you should look at the scaling on that. It's actually so stupid.
Okay, okay. Thanks for
Like,
sharing. Well, they have to
well,
give you incentives to pay for the weapon, right?
no, but the scaling is so crazy. It's like if you have R5, his light cone, it's like you have two of them equipped on your character. It's like you have two light cones equipped.
Okay, that's pretty crazy.
Like you can no, that's so broken. So yeah,
Okay.
that's
Okay.
what I'm gonna spend my money on now.
Okay, okay. Thanks for sharing, buddy. So let's call it for this interview. Thank you so much for your
Okay.
time. And stay in touch.
Yeah.
And please let me know about the adventure levels. Not adventure, the trailblazer levels.
Okay. See
We'll
ya.
keep it updated. Thank you so much. Now, in case you guys didn't know, we have a new website for Honkai Star Rail. So over here, you can see the active codes, my guides, also my written notes, and also the latest official news, and also banners that is coming, and also that is available in the game. We'll be also updating for the live events and everything that's related to Honkai Star Rail. So make sure you click the links below the video to come over to our website for more guides, tips, and also free codes on Honkai Star Rail.